Hello and welcome back to George's Gaming Guide. I'm Breaking Dad, and today I'm doing the long overdue build and review on the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. The set number is 10274 and comes with quite an impressive 2,352 pieces. And the set itself is actually pretty big, so in length it's actually 47 centimetres or 18 inches. It's also 16.5 centimetres, 6 inches wide, and 20.5 centimetres or 8 inches tall, so it is a good size set. And I think for the number of pieces it's probably about right, to be honest. Now, I'm a little bit embarrassed about how long it's taken me to get to this set, because my good friend Arif, who works for 3D Filler Print in Southend, bought me this in 2021, or for 2021 Christmas present. And it's been waiting to be built ever since. We were looking to try and do a live stream with the Southend and see Ghostbusters, but unfortunately we just couldn't get our timelines together, so decided enough's enough, it's about time I actually built the set. So about the set itself, it's actually based on the latest set of films, the Ghostbusters Afterlife. There is another one coming out next year as well. And it's got one of the things, because of that I'm really not sure whether I'm going to use or not, which is all the rust stickers. I don't mind the fact that they've tried to put the rust on it, but I think they could have made the rust look a lot better, to be honest. It's almost like a comic rust, and I'm not that keen on that. But we'll see what it looks like when I built it. I may decide to put all the stickers on. But I think the set itself looks absolutely amazing. I mean, it's such an iconic vehicle. It's just instantly recognisable, even with the extras that they've used for the new film. There's no minifigures in this set, as I say, one of the idea sets, but I don't think it needs this, and the minifigures wouldn't have been the correct scale. But overall I think it looks fantastic. So we've got down here the measurements with the 47 centimetres long, so it's comparable with the sort of the supercars that we have as well, the Lamborghini and Bugatti and so on. On the right hand side you've got where the packs come out, you've got the little remote control vehicle that they use in the film, and then you've got a couple of scenes from the film showing just the car at the distance, and then Egon's granddaughter out to the side of the car, which is one of the features on this build, where the seat actually swivels out. And I just can't wait to build this. I think it's going to look absolutely fantastic when it's done. So let's get on with the build. So here we have the completed model, and I actually really like this. But before we go on to the set itself, let's have a look at the instruction manual. Because I do like the way they've done this, with the looking like a Haynes manual for repairing the car. So yeah, I do like the design of that. And then when you look on the inside, it's got loads of information about the Ecto-1 within the films and the designers and everything. So yeah, so it's really nice part of the set. So I'm not going to go into any detail of the actual contents of this, but yeah, nice part of the collection. So then we come to the actual build itself, and I know I said during the intro that I wasn't sure whether to put the rust stickers on. I decided to use them, and I did something that I don't tend to do with stickers, which is rather than try and centralise them on the part, if it's on the edge of the door or anything, I've actually literally put it right to the edge of the piece. So put something flat against it, put the sticker up to it so it's right on the edge. And I think it looks better than it does on the pictures on the box on the website, because it hasn't got the white underneath the rust, because there's being rust, it would come right from the edge of the painted panel, so I think that looks a lot better. The car itself is huge. Yeah, I'd see in the measurements, you don't really sometimes equate the measurements as to how big the builds are going to be, and this is a very, very big build. But I think it's great because the amount of details on this is phenomenal. I've just noticed, sorry, I've actually got a little bit broken off. I must knock that off when I was getting everything ready. So there's a little antenna with the cable going to the top. So we'll start off on the outside of the vehicle. So on the front you've got the Ecto-1 number plate, and I think there's some interesting part usage in this because the grille you see here is loads of roller skate pieces, so it takes a little while to put together, but it's actually really effective. And the headlights are barrel pieces, but it doesn't look out of place. I think it actually works quite well. So yeah, so I do think the parts usage is pretty good. On the outside you have a couple of printed pieces, so you have the Ghostbusters logo on the two sides on the back, all printed pieces, which is quite nice. Pretty much everything else was stickers. The wheels have got the rim pieces on them, which I think we've seen on other sets as well, but it's quite nice just with that extra bit of detail. Huge windows all the way around. So on the back of it you've got the opening door, and the way it's hinged, it goes up slightly as it opens as well, so it doesn't get stuck on anything. Again, really nice the way they've done it, and little ladder on the back and everything. It just, overall, it's just really, really nice. I know I've said nice quite a lot, so I do apologise. Sorry, I managed to knock a piece off there. Despite me knocking pieces off, it is actually quite a solid build. I think it's just the way I'm handling it to try and move it around for the camera for the minute. So when we look on the top, you've got these two sets of lights, which are pretty much identical. The only bit that's slightly different is the way it fixes to the roof. So you actually build the supports into this one. This one just sits on a couple of two stud sections on either side. There's a little bit of technique that goes into this as you build it, so you might be able to see on the top that they've actually got the detectors for picking up ghosts that actually move as the car rolls, so that's quite nice. And as with a lot of cars, I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be honest, but you have the option to actually steer the car with a little bit at the top. It's actually not too bad on this because it sort of fades into everything else that's on top of the vehicle, so it doesn't stick out too much that you've got that way of steering it, or you can actually use the steering wheel on the inside. And say on the top you've got loads of details. You've got these canisters on the side. On this one you've got a warning label. I can't remember exactly what it says at the minute. I think it just says danger, and then a little bit of text underneath it which is too small to read. You got the siren with all the lights on it. It's just, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, and just on the back before I finish, so again you got the Ecto-1 number plate. The stickers all come on a clear sticker sheet, so there's no colours within the stickers apart from the details on them. All the background is clear, so whatever you put it on, it takes that. So that's quite nice. That works quite well. The doors are very nicely built. So on this side you've got the suicide door way of opening, and again they're quite nicely jointed for the door, so they actually open without fouling each other. You build the window section slightly separately. It's just very nicely put together. And the reason you have the second door on this side is, if you remember from the film, they've got the gunner position that comes out for while they're moving. So you actually press the rust piece that's on this side, will go in, and the gunner seat flips out, and it turns around, so it's actually facing the correct direction. So it's a bit hard to see because it's black on black at the minute. And as you push it back in, there's a little hinge point on the inside which rotates the seat back, so it's facing the correct direction again when you're on the inside of the vehicle. So very nicely done. Again, it's very well engineered, this set. On the other side You got there is a handle there, but they've actually closed the door because there's equipment on the other side of it, and then you've got the opening door for the driver's side. I think the display with the stickers they got in there are really nice. It's like a really old style dashboard, so that's good. You got the gear stick which comes off the side of the steering column, and the pedal at the bottom. So that's, yeah, it's all good. I say the design is fantastic on this. It's a bit hard to show you all the little bits on the inside. Big old little dials and everything in the back, but it's quite dark in there, and it's not designed to take the roof off because it's not a playable set. So you can see it through the windows, but you can't really see it on the video, unfortunately. And if you remember in the last film, they actually have a remote trap, so like a remote control vehicle. So that's actually in the back, so you probably just see it at the base here. You can just about see some of the displays and everything on the inside of the boot area. But what they've actually done is, it's quite cleverly hidden. So on the side of the door, there's actually a section, and if you pull that outwards, there's a little trap door on the bottom that releases your trap. So, yeah, I think they've actually done a really good job on this. And yeah, I don't think there's a lot more to say, but I would really, really recommend this here. So, there's been several versions of the Ecto-1. I think this is the biggest and the one that's got the most detail. You don't get any minifigures of it, as we mentioned at the start, which you don't really need with a set like this, but as a collector's thing, it would have been quite nice to maybe have a little plinth with the Ecto-1 information and perhaps one of the characters from it. But it's not required. Yeah, it would have just been nice to have. But it's a set that I'll definitely recommend for anyone. As I say, it's still available. It's been around since November 2020. So I don't know how much longer it will be available. So I would definitely recommend it while it's still on general sale. But overall, great set. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll speak to you soon. I really hope you enjoyed the review on this set. Please give us a comment, let us know what you thought. Also give us a like. If you haven't already, also subscribe to George's channel. And watch out for next Sunday's video, which is going to be George reviewing the really long title set, the Mercedes-AMG F1 W12 E-Performance and Mercedes-AMG Project 1. Thank you for watching. See you then.